This is Arvind here. I head the people function for CMS. I thought I'll spend some time talking about what CMS is all about. I call ourselves, old startup. We are a 40-year-old company, and and in the process of becoming a startup because we rebooted our entire operations in the last 2 to 3 years. So our firm has been acquired by one of the world's largest private equity companies called as Blackstone, and with their acquisition they have kind of brought in a new management team on board, and we are kind of relooking at the entire CMS operations. So from a people perspective, I would say it's a fantastic place for people who are looking at opportunities to get the best of large companies and also a small company. Large company in the sense, the kind of processes we have, the kind of work we intend doing, or the kind of technologies we are investing in, you get a flavor of a large company. At the same time, we are not large in the sense of giving this, flexibility and freedom to employees. So people who join us get to do a lot of things which they don't typically get to do in a large company. We want to be very agile and nimble. We get to have people have their say in whatever kind of work we do. So as a work culture, what we look at is creating a lot of openness and transparency in terms of the access to management. People can walk across to our CEO or any of the CXOs, reach out for any ideas and trying to create opportunities for the company. They are very welcome, which you don't get to typically do in a large company format because of the hierarchy and the bureaucracy you have in large companies. And the other thing you get to do in CMS is the kind of mentoring and coaching you get, given the access to the senior people we have in the company. You can really walk across to senior people who come with varied experience and background. So if you look at the management team, most of us come from large companies who've been in the industry for 15-25 years. So that kind of rich experience you have in the company, which you can really access and mentor your own career as you develop into a good professional. The other thing, is you get absolute, freedom to do what you want, right? In terms of, as long as it is constructive, right? In terms of giving ideas to create new practices, new processes, and we don't really, stop any idea getting into the organization. So right from top, it starts from the top. Even if you look at our CEO, the kind of connect programs we do with employees, on average, there are at least 2 to 3 town halls we do every month, right? Where we reach out to, manager and one level below, try to seek their suggestions and ideas, and bring it back into as best practices and try and develop as a company. And the most important point, which I think is very unique about us, is we look at people with entrepreneurial abilities, people who want to do something different. Being a private equity owned company, our intent is very different from a typical IT services company. So here we are looking at people who have the mentality to really create something, create value and make it marketable. So that's the kind of people we look at. And if you are really looking at a career where you want to grow, or do something which is unique, and get a lot of mentoring and coaching with leaders who really been in the industry, I think CMS is a good choice for a great career.